And as you've probably guessed by now, another episode of your favorite commentary show and all that is wrestling related. Sometimes politics. That's in future shows. Controversial Corner with your host, Sonny Suicide, and of course,
I'm back, bitches. Axel Draven, the one, the only.
I know we've been gone for a while, you know, shit going on in our personal lives, work, you know, other types of things that, you know, we're not going to get into. But we're here now to discuss what we discuss all the time, which is wrestling, and our take on the current state of things. I'm going to let Axel go ahead with his views first.
Well, I'm going to start talking about TNA. First off, it's horrible. Like, anybody watching this right now, don't even watch it.
Double kill.
Just, you know, change the channel on Thursday nights. Like, watch Murder, She Wrote or something. There's got to be something else entertaining for you to do in your life than watch TNA wrestling. Because that storyline with Aces and Eights is a repeat, as you all know, of the NWO. So many people have said this, and now they got AJ Styles acting like Sting. Besides, he's not dressed up like the Crow. Instead, he looks like an unemployed bum. You know, with his long hair and a beard, and anyhow, that's a joke. And
which kind of goes along with the whole theme of TNA just stealing WCW ideas. If you look at Aces and Eights, it's like an NWO thing. NWO meets Sons of Anarchy, basically. So it's really no surprise that they're digging through relics of the 90s and just reusing them. So,
and then we're going to jump on the big multi-million-dollar organization known as Worldwide Entertainment or World Wrestling Entertainment, whatever they want to be called this week. I don't know if all of y'all people out there have seen WrestleMania. It sucked this year. Best match would have to be
CM Punk and Undertaker.
Yes, yeah.
Although Triple H Lesnar wasn't bad.
I got to give it to Paul Heyman's boys. They did a great job at WrestleMania. Got to give it to The Undertaker, 21-0.
Might only wrestle once a year, but when he does, I mean, he fucking goes like he's in his 20s.
But lately, neither one of us have really been keeping up with what's going on Raw or...
Well, I kind of have. I haven't watched SmackDown, but, you know, not to be complete CM Punk marks, but it is boring without him. I mean, you know, even take away the fact that he's not wrestling, just on the microphone, he's entertaining. But I'm liking what they're doing with Ryback. They're pushing him as heel. He's getting better, you know, and developing himself, and it's good for him. So
yes, he's not a Goldberg 2.0.
Yeah, although they'll never get the fans to stop chanting that. However,
yeah.
I'm liking. I've always been high on the Shield. I'm going to continue to be high on the Shield. Now they put gold on them. If they weren't legitimate before, now they really are. And not only that, they've gotten smart and shown that, okay, well, we'll put you in singles matches or a tag match without any help from other members and see how you do. And there you go. They showed that they don't really need each other to be successful, which is an amazing thing for their futures, because whenever the Shield is over with, it'll show that they're substantial enough to hold their own, you know, without a group. Especially, I see high things for Ambrose. Ambrose is the future, and you can mark my words on that. Just watch how he is in the ring, especially how he is on a microphone. He's the future. They all have a future, but Ambrose is probably going to be the brighter star out of all of them. Let's see, what else? I'm liking this Curtis Axel guy. I mean, Joe Hennig, Michael McGillicuddy. He's what I know him as when he was in Nexus. I'm not so crazy about that. I mean, yeah, he's got talent, he's got lineage, but I mean, I wasn't all that excited when Paul Heyman announced his new client last week. So
no, I mean, there's tons of guys that are out there that he could have picked up that's sitting in the back who's not doing shit. Joe Hennig could have made a name for himself by just going under his real name. You know, he didn't even really need his last name. The guy's a good talent. He's not doing shit. WWE's not pushing him. And now they figure, okay, we'll give him Paul Heyman, and now we can push him with Paul Heyman. Dumb idea. You know, Paul Heyman, he's got guys like CM Punk who's good on the mic, and he can work good in the ring. Joe Hennig is really not that great on the mic. Brock Lesnar, a monster.
Yeah.
A machine.
Whom you don't need to talk, just have him go out there and just fucking kick ass.
It's like, like Taz used to say, as soon as his music would hit, here comes the pain. Speaking of Taz, all the ECW fans, to clear up the bullshit-ass rumor of RVD going back to Vince McMahon and working for WWE. It is bullshit. RVD is still under contract with TNA. His contract's getting ready to end. He said the only way he will go back to WWE, the offer is out there, he will go if WWE gives him a contract. If they don't offer him a contract, guess what? RVD's not going on the Raw or SmackDown or Heat or whatever the fuck, Saturday morning cartoons, nothing. RVD will stay at fucking shitty-ass Impact Wrestling, where they're not pushing anybody good besides a bunch of old fucking goats who should have retired a long time ago. You got guys like Austin Aries, who's the best fucking wrestler in the whole goddamn company, who's sitting on his ass, running around with fucking Robbie fucking Roode, doing shit. They're going to the Slammiversary in a tag team match against James Storm and fucking the other tattoo guy. I was talking about him earlier. Gunner.
Mr. Anderson's another example. I mean, he's not been my favorite, but he's good on the mic and he's a good worker. But he's
Bubba Ray's kiss ass.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I can understand it being a good thing for guys like what's the guy's name, Wes Briscoe or fucking
Garrett Bischoff,
because they're nobodies before that, so that puts him out there. But like Mr. Anderson, it's just he doesn't fit in that mold, and he never has, in my opinion.
And even Devon, I mean, come on, it's like basically saying, okay. I'm not a racist, never was. But that's like saying Devon was the lesser of the talent out of Team 3D. Bubba Ray couldn't wrestle his way out of a wet paper bag. Bubba Ray can sell fucking hardcore shit like a son of a bitch. Devon, better wrestler, better guy on the microphone, and he's happened to be Bubba's fucking kiss ass. I mean, I guess it's politics straight there with Hogan. I mean, he only wants his boys on the top. And
if he had his way, Nasty Boys would be holding the tag titles currently.
Yes. But I guess, only Bubba Ray is the only one that they would allow to hold any kind of titles. It's one of Hogan's boys. So, anyhow, Hogan needs to die. That's my opinion.
Or at least just leave TNA.
Yeah, go back to WWE. Show up once a year.
Get a big pop from the crowd.
Yeah.
You could even tear the shirt off one more time, even though, I mean, you're 60 now.
And nobody really cares. You do got these stupid ass people who will pay cajillions of dollars to go to WrestleMania just knowing the fact that you're going to be there to rip off your shirt. It's just like me.
He's a great marketer. He's a great businessman in that aspect. He can sell his name. That's you can't take that away.
WWE is just as bad as TNA for bringing in these old guys. I mean.
Well, they've gotten better at pushing newer people.
Yeah, that's the good thing with them pushing these new guys. But like, when I'm talking about bringing in old guys, I'm talking about like when they do these appearances or these guest spots of bringing in guys like Bret the Hitman Hart.
He really needs to dye his hair. I mean, I know he's older now, but don't. And now Shawn Michaels with the beard looks like he's in his 50s. Looks like he's 56, but I understand we all have to age, but
those guys like Bret. I mean, it's great seeing Bret on TV, and like Monday night they did since they're in Calgary, they did Bret Hart Appreciation Night. That's awesome. We all appreciate Bret the Hitman Hart, everything he's done for wrestling, but keep giving us DVDs of Bret Hart, but don't have that man out there trying to work matches and shit. The man had a stroke, Vince. Okay, leave him be. I mean, if you want to put together a stable of some young Canadian wrestlers and have Bret be like the mentor, fine, do that. But
hopefully there'll be an idea similar to that for Tyson Kidd when he comes back and he's not going to get buried.
Yeah, like they did D.H. Smith. Now he's working for that Impact bullshit wrestling company. Which you won't even see him on TV because they got him over in like fucking India somewhere riding camels, working for their indie promotion. So. Anyhow, fucking, there's so many Canadian wrestlers that should be on WWE or in TNA, and they're not using them. Fucking Teddy Hart, another good talent. Fucking Natalie Neidhart, they're not using her fucking properly.
Basically, Great Khali's girlfriend. Come on.
Alright, and we're going to jump on Really good DVD. I picked up ECW's unreleased matches thing. Not so great. They edit the fuck out of it, people. So if you're expecting to hear Taz drop the F-bomb, like fuck, you're not going to hear it. Nope, not happening. Mick Foley DVD. Awesome buy. I suggest to any true hardcore wrestling fan or Mick Foley fan, go out and buy that DVD. It's better than any of the other DVDs they've put out for Foley. And then I bought the new Bret Hart DVD. If you're a true wrestling fan, if you like wrestling, not sports entertainment, wrestling, get the new Bret Hart DVD. There's great matches on there with him, like, you know, versus Dynamite Kid, the Hart Foundation versus the Bulldogs. Those were always awesome matches. Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect, another great match that's on there. That match you won't see. There's a bunch of matches that have never been put on video, that's been seen on video anywhere. Some of them have never been televised. They're awesome, awesome, awesome matches. Definitely go pick up the Foley, the Bret Hart, and the Brock Lesnar DVD as soon as possible. Great DVDs. I'm not too big on this Rivals DVD they put out. I think they should have just broke it down to, like, you know, if you want to do good rival DVDs, do like they did with Rock versus Cena. Let's have like you know, Bret versus Owen, Ric Flair versus Dusty, Ric Flair versus Sting, whatever. But anyhow, on that note, I'm gonna leave it up to Sonny. He's gonna have fun with you fuckers.
And in closing, I just want to say, if you're not checking out Ring of Honor, check it out. Comes on the CW network, 10 o'clock Saturday nights. I highly, highly recommend it. Because it's wrestling that you're not going to see anywhere else. I know I've talked about this before, but CW Network, Saturday nights, 10 o'clock. Check that shit. You're not going to be disappointed. That's it for Controversial Corner. Sonny Suicide.
Axel Draven. And always remember, go to your indie wrestling shows. Do not give Vince any more money. Go to indie wrestling shows. Support the small guys. And have a good night. Peace.